What is going on, guys and girls? My name is VANG1LF, and today we've got for you a completely new series, and this is going to be based purely on match performances in real life by these players. So basically, I'm going to choose. I watch the BPL every week, of course. I watch Match of the Day. I watch whatever game is on Sky Sports at the time, and I'm going to choose my best player in each position for every single team that I've seen. And I'm going to try and do this every single week. I'm not entirely sure what to call it, but I went for Mignolet in net, saved the penalty, saved the rebound, kept a clean sheet, had an absolutely fantastic game. So did this guy, Nemanja Vidic. He has been a bit hit and miss last season with injuries and that, but he came back today and he's looking just as good as ever. He seemed really strong, seemed like he was just, completely on it. He picked up exactly where he left off with Ferdinand, and it's going to look like they're going to have a brilliant pairing defensively for the rest of the season, bearing in mind they could both keep fit. I decided to go for Kolo Touré in the other centre-back position because I believe he made his debut for Liverpool in the Premier League at the weekend, and he was really impressive. I watched him play. He hit the crossbar. It was unlucky he didn't get the goal, and I think he's going to be really good for them this season. We've also got this guy. We've got Steven Whittaker at right back. He scored a goal and he assisted the goal. I do believe the assist was a little bit of a fluke. It looked to me like he was shooting, but he had a pretty phenomenal game from right back to score a goal and set up a goal. I would say that is quite phenomenal, to be fair. Another right back that played, I don't know if he played right back or right mid, and that was Coleman. We'll get to him later on. I was incredibly impressed by this guy, Southampton youngster. He is Luke Shaw, and I've heard of his name quite a lot recently. I've seen him on Twitter a lot, and I was wanting to know what the hype was about. Checked him out, watched the Southampton game, and he was pretty impressive. He was bombing onto the pitch. He was attacking the other left back. He was getting back defensively. Seemed like a really great player, so I've stuck him in the team there. Centre defensive mid, we decided to go for Nolan, and the reason for this being is he bosses the midfield. The West Ham midfield is so much better with him in it rather than him without it. He got himself a goal, and I just basically think he had a good game. I was contemplating whether to go for him or Joe Cole because I think they both did pretty well. I nearly put Lampard in, but I decided to not bother because he did score a free kick, and obviously he does boss the midfield just as much, but I just thought Nolan just edged it a little bit. Now, this is the only decision of the entire team where I wasn't 100% sure, and I watched the first 45 minutes of the Manchester City game. I had to leave, but I saw that David Silva got a goal. It was a headed goal, which is quite unexpected for such a small guy, and he basically was pretty good on the ball. Last season, I didn't see much of him, but this season, so far in that one game, he seemed to just play really well. I understand this team isn't 100% chemistry, guys, but 4 2-on-2 cards are so expensive at the minute. It's so annoying. As I said earlier, we've got Seamus Coleman, the right midfielder. He also got a right back in form as well, but I decided to go for the right mid so I could have Whittaker at right back, and I was surprised by this card. His card was actually quite good. I scored a couple of goals, one against the friendly and one against online, and Seamus Coleman, as I said earlier, is in the team for scoring a goal and absolutely owning the right hand side of the pitch for Everton. I think he had a pretty good game, and yeah, that's why he's in the team. We're going to go into the centre attacking midfielder now, and it is, of course, the other Everton player in the team. It is Barkley, and he seems to be a very good player. He scored a pretty decent goal, to be honest. I have scored a similar goal with him in the clips you're going to see at the end, and I just thought he was really impressive for someone who got left out of the squad for the majority of the time that Moyes was there. The new manager came in, the new manager has given him a chance, and he has taken that chance by the neck and just completely wrestled it into submission. He did really well in his first game, and it's going to be good to see how he develops further on the season as well. Up front, we decided to go for, of course, Benteke. He scored 2 goals against Arsenal. He did miss a penalty, however, he nodded in the rebound, so it's still 2 goals, and I think Arsenal are starting to look a little bit legless at the back, especially with Koscielny getting a red card. Christian Benteke took full advantage of this, scored 2 goals, pretty decent player. Of course, you can't take away from Agbonlahor and Weimann. They were brilliant as well going forward, but I decided to stick Benteke in just for the pure fact that he did score 2 goals. We're also going to go on to the second striker now, Danny Welbeck. He scored 2 goals in his game, and so did Van Persie, but I decided to stick Welbeck in because I really did not expect Welbeck to score twice, especially after getting 1 goal last season the entire time. Van Persie scores goals week in, week out, and that doesn't mean I'm not going to put him in future episodes. I just wanted to put Welbeck in this time because I think he exceeded my expectations. I was made to eat my words because I was slating him all game and he scored 2 goals, so I'm going to take that back. Basically, this team was actually really fun to use on FIFA. I would advise using it. It's really balanced. And here's a couple of clips from the game. We've got Mignolet pulling off a few brilliant saves, but I am going to stop talking now and let you enjoy the clips yourself. There's a few nice goals. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, if you are new around here, please remember to leave a like, comment, and as always, subscribe.
That's why I'm leaving you. She's got everything that she could ever need. Champagne, sipping, lifestyle, a fantasy. High on money and love, it just don't mean a thing. That's why I'm leaving. That's why I'm leaving. Yo, now everybody knows this girl is famous for her stunts. She never waits in line at the club, cause she always gets the jump. Instead of having a soul, she relies on the soul inside of her pumps. Party all night, fall asleep at breakfast, wasted just to wake up way past lunch. I hate what she does, but I love how she does it. Keep her around like a bad piece of luggage. When I say bad piece of luggage, I mean pretty piece of luggage, but it's only pretty till you gotta lug it. High with the wrong girl at the right time. I'm just gonna let the light shine, cause yeah, she's fine like Blake Lively, but I can never make her wifey. Nah, she's got everything that she could ever need. Champagne, sipping, lifestyle, a fantasy. High on money and love, it just don't mean a thing. That's why I'm leaving. That's why I'm leaving you. She's got everything that she could ever need. Champagne, sipping, lifestyle, a fantasy. High on money and love, it just don't mean a thing. That's why I'm leaving. That's why I'm leaving you. Now every man hopes to find the one chick that he loves, and the problem with me is I